My name is Kelly Allen, and I'm 16 years old, and I just graduated Valdez High School. I've always been friends with the older crowd. I never really got along with kids my age. So going into high school, all the older friends were like, oh, let's take Kelly to a party. Let's get her introduced to this. And I was all for it. I just wanted to make friends. Freshmen, you want to make friends. That's what high school's about. So I started going to parties. I experimented with pot a little bit. I drank occasionally on the weekends. I'd go to graduation fires. And slowly it got out of control. My grades started to drop. My parents were getting really worried. On prom night last year, I was hanging out with a girl at the dance, and after prom, everyone was talking about a party out the road at my friend's house, and we're like, okay, let's go. Everyone's going. My date had a truckload of people, so my friend that I was dancing with, I decided to go with her in her truck. So we stopped at her house, got changed, got dressed. She took a couple drinks here and there. I didn't think much of it. I was just like, I can't drive, because at the time I didn't have my license. All I had was my permit, and so did she. But at the time, all I wanted to do was just, go out to the party. I didn't think anything would happen. So we're driving out the road, and at that moment, sirens started going off behind us. I started freaking out. I've never been pulled over, ever. So I thought I was going to jail automatically. Everything runs through your head. So it took us about 10 minutes to actually get the car over, because she was saying, please, Kelly, please switch me seats. And I was like, I don't have my license. And she said, neither do I, because she had gotten a DUI the day she got her license, so her license was revoked. She said, please, my family's going through hard times. I need this. I can't. They're going to take me to jail. And at the time, in my head, it was the noble thing to do. So I said, you know what? Okay, because I've never been in trouble. I said, I guess I can take the fall once. So she pulled over. We quickly hopped seats, put our seatbelts on, and I just waited for the cop to walk up. And I rolled down my window, and he asked if I had my license and registration. And I hesitated because I didn't have a license, so I said, I don't have my license on me. He's like, on you or at all? I said, at all. I was like, that's when I realized I was screwed. So he said, okay, well, what about registration? So I was like, hey, I asked my friend, can you open up the glove box and get the registration? She said, I don't know what the registration looks like. I said, I don't either. I've never been pulled over. So we got a big stack of papers. She hands them to me. I hand them to the officer, and the officer's looking through them, nodding his head. He's like, these are all old tickets. And he asks whose truck this is, because he knew it wasn't my truck. And I asked my friend, whose truck is this? And she told me his name. I told the officer. He said, does this person know you have his truck? I asked my friend. She said no. I told the officer no. And I was like, he doesn't know we have his truck? I didn't even know whose it was, so I thought I was going to go to jail for Grand Theft Auto. I thought I was going to prison, so that's when I started crying. My friend doesn't even care about me. She's doing her makeup. He goes back, he calls my parents, and I ask her, and I said, okay, well, do you have any booze on you? Because I don't. And she's like, no, I don't have any. I was like, okay, at least we're not going to get like an MIP or something. And the cop comes back up to the window, and he shines his light into the back seat, and he finds a 36-pack of Coors Light. And he's like, I smell an MIP. And I was like, you have to believe me. It is not my beer. Well, he called my parents, and he said, well, I'm going to need to take you guys home. So we get in the back of the cop car, and I am hysterical. I'm bawling my eyes out because I knew I had made a bad decision. When I went back to school that next Monday, there was rumors flourishing throughout that I got in a DUI, driving drunk, and that I spent the night in jail, and all these rumors, and teachers were just, giving me that look, like, really? And I was like, well, you don't know the whole story. And it's hard because when people don't know the whole story, whatever they hear, they will believe. That's what they're going to believe. So it was really, really, really difficult to try to convince my friends and everyone around me that I'm not a bad kid. I just made a bad decision. It took a while for people to start taking me seriously. About 7 months. It was horrible at school. Everyone looked down on me, and once I really got into BPA, that's what really saved me, Business Professionals of America, because I showed them I'm ready to be a leader, not a follower. And that's really what helped me and showed my friends and the rest of the community that I was ready to take things seriously. My feelings during those 7 months was a lot of disappointment in myself and shame, and a lot of feelings I couldn't control, like what others thought about me, and so badly I just wanted to gather everyone up in a group and let them know the truth, because it's hard to try to break rumors up. That really hit home for me, giving up those bad choices and really moving on and realizing that I could do something much better. And my friends they gave me a second chance with my reputation, and they really started to respect me more. My grades shot up. I was taking honor classes, college credit classes. This year, my senior year, I'm taking, college English, college political science. I got an A+ in anatomy. I've really put my work into school this year. I believe you have to want to have a second chance. And with that second chance, it starts with weeding out friends and influences. Stay home in the weekends and show people. You can't tell them. You need to show them that you're ready to change and that you're different and you're ready to take things seriously. The community's watching you, your parents are watching you, your teachers are watching you, and other kids are. And a lot of kids need someone to look up to. So be that person that people look up to.